spore mines or whatever they are, spore, just spores in general. Just falling back my dude there. Graphics are nice for the spores, but yeah. The only reason I'm toying with this guy not ending the game is just because I want to keep talking about what's going on here. The game continues on for another good 10 minutes, but that gives me ages to talk about this game. Liking the graphics, my computer is running this on the highest specs possible, and it's running it fine. I bought a new computer not too long ago, so that's how I'm able to do that. I think I'm terrible on computer parts, but I'm running an NVIDIA graphics card. I think it's a 9800. Might have to switch into the settings. Yeah, I can't really quite remember. But anyway, there are less units available to you in Dawn of War 2 than there were in Soulstorm. You can get a Guardian squad with a distortion cannon like I've got here, as well as a shuriken catapult that's much earlier, and a bright lance. Shuriken cannon is tier 1, bright lance tier 2, distortion cannon is tier 3, and those are the 3 different types of Guardian squads you can get, as well as the very basic Guardian squad without the heavy weapon, which you start off with and you can make more of. It's kind of like the equivalent of Space Marine Scouts. You can get a Wraith Lord, a Falcon, and a Fire Prism as vehicles. You notice I just hit that tree there with the distortion cannon and destroyed it, as well as sucking my own guys near to that point, which is kind of funny. I messed with it. Very clumsy. What else is there? There's Howling Banshees at tier 1. There's no Dark Reapers. You get Warp Spiders at tier 2. You eventually get an Avatar. I'm going to build an Avatar later in this game, just because I can. You get a Fire Prism later on. I mentioned that. But just in general, there's less stuff than in Soulstorm. They've made it simpler, and simpler is bad. I know some of you guys like simpler because lower skill ceiling means you have more of a chance if you don't really play this game very much. But trust me, for anybody that wants to play this game for hours and hours and days and weeks and really get good at it and actually make an achievement out of it and really feel like you're competing with other players, you probably don't actually want to buy this game. It's coming out in 4 weeks, and I'll really be trying to play it as much as I can and get it to grow on me before then. I may just buy it anyway just so that I can commentate, depending on how popular commentaries are for this game. But I gotta say, guys, it's kind of looking a bit bleak. Very simple. Looks like it's gonna be very boring once you get over the graphics. Right now I'm not over the graphics. The graphics look great. I mean, I could play this game for hours on end at the moment, as I could with any new game, including with Soulstorm. When I first started playing that, it just looked so great. I had to keep playing it for ages and ages, but still, just giving you guys the warning. I know a lot of you guys bought Soulstorm just because of my commentaries, but hey, you know, this kind of... I feel like me saying bad things about a new game kind of validates game reviews in general. I mean, you want to believe that a game could either be good or bad, and if you say that it's good, then it must really be good. By the way, this is Eldritch Storm. I totally missed with it. This is one of the Eldar global abilities. I'm just whacking my own guys with Eldritch Storm just because it's the first time I've ever used that ability. Next time I'll target it on the enemy troops rather than near my own guys, but you live, you learn. Here's the Avatar, which looks pretty tall. The game is much more zoomed out than Soulstorm was. Avatar's pretty cool looking. Rah! I am Cain, here to deliver fire. Avatar has 2 abilities. One of them is a direct line, direct damage ability, which I'm going to try and use soon. The other one is an area of effect around him. Here he goes now. And trying to get him right into this Hive Tyrant and a small group of Tyranids, Scuttlers, trying to make their way to my point here. If only I could get this little ability off. Trying to hit the Termagants or whatever they are with my little line of fire thing. Crack goes the chasm. Smack. If only there were some Tyranids in the way of that. That's a shame. I'm going to try and use my other ability. This is the first time I've built an Avatar, by the way. This is the first time I've seen him. And going to try and use the area of effect ability at some point. I've got my troops standing around doing nothing. They'll probably want to come in and kill this Hive Tyrant before long. Avatar versus Hive Tyrant. Rah! And up left, you can see my player, my opponent. What's his name there? No biggie. Well, Avatar is moving into the action. Maybe I'll get him smashing the enemy base. Interestingly, the Avatar starts at level 1 as well, so you probably want to level him up by killing weaker things, even though it's the Avatar and you've hit tier 3 or 4 or whatever it is, and you want to immediately start killing stuff with it. Again, it pays to really keep track of your units when you start them, and try to level them up rather than just wasting them, because you don't get too many chances. You've basically got to requisition doesn't come in too quickly, and there are only a few different units to choose from. It's not really a matter of massing massive armies, and your population cap is used up much more quickly than it was in Soulstorm. It's a very simple 100 supply, maximum supply. I've got 58 supply right now. Avatar's having a crack at the Tyranid base. Looks like my opponent is sneakily going around capturing the rest of the map because I've been too idle here. Just explaining what's going on and getting a good view of the Avatar. I'm gonna have to send my forces out and actually try and kill his units now. But yeah, here he is decapturing my stuff, even though, you know, he had no units before. He somehow managed to get them back. I think that your home base gives you quite a large requisition bonus in general. That must be it. Killed the Hive Tyrant again. That Warlock's just getting too powerful. Level 6 Warlock just killing the Hive Tyrant. Ah man, this game is nuts. Anyway, time to bring the D cannon, the distortion cannon, and actually start whacking his main building there, and hopefully get rid of that so that he doesn't, you know, come back and beat me just by taking all the points back because I'm doing nothing. I don't think that'll be happening, but I'm going to try building some of the other Eldar units as well, since I've got plenty of supply cap. I like the liquid in this game. Look at the river. That looks very nice. I've got a fire prism here. This is one or two shots just absolutely obliterated his tier 1 squad, so no chance of them surviving. I like it how the terrain is kind of interactable and affected by the physics. All the terrain sort of gets blown up and all that. It's got a squad of Tyranid warriors. Nice beefy unit there, but in close combat with the Avatar, using my little area of effect ability there for the Avatar to actually blow them apart. That's kind of cool. Got a Wraith Lord hanging out. He's going to come in and get started on the Tyranid's main. I really need to end this game. He's just scuttling around with units everywhere, and I've only got this one. I've got the Warlock there. I was just going to say I only have one Guardian squad out there to try and take the points back. And Avatar has died somehow. I guess it just must have been the Tyranid static defense whacking at him for ages and ages, and because he wasn't leveled up. Avatar has died that easily. How do you like that? No big deal. I didn't feel like the Avatar was doing that much work anyway. It was pretty much the D cannon and everybody else. Bringing in the Wraith Lord to try and assault his base there. I've got some Rangers moving up, and they will take some of the points back for me. All of the Eldar units have Fleet of Foot naturally. You don't have to upgrade it. It's just an ability they come with. It doesn't work like it did in Soulstorm. You don't click it and toggle it on and off. You just use it, and it's got a cooldown. And I don't know if it affects unit shot accuracy. I don't think it does, and the reason why I don't think it does is because Relic have probably dumbed it down even further to make it so that you don't have to worry about whether you've got Fleet of Foot on, just so that new players can play Eldar and don't feel like they're left behind. That's how noob friendly this game is, and very disappointing stuff, Relic. That really does suck. I mean, it's not hard to learn how to use Fleet of Foot properly in Soulstorm, and it actually feels good when you've mastered it. And that's one good thing about RTS, is that if you've presented with a challenge and you overcome it, and you're a good player and you get a lot of effective work done as a result of putting that effort in, that's what makes RTS fun a lot of the time for experienced players. And Relic have denied that to people by the looks. Maybe I'm wrong, having just had a first glimpse of things, but that's kind of what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, still haven't taken out this guy's base yet. Killing the Hive Tyrant again, and that Wraith Lord is leveled up. Bright Lance is still on level 1. The Wraith Lord is doing really well though. Time to bring in some troops. I'm just capturing the map back as I can, sending out the Fire Prism to demolish any squads that he may have out in the field. And yeah, really want to get rid of that base so we can end the game, end the commentary, and I can start uploading this to YouTube. Warlock's still out and about. What haven't I built yet? I've got the Rangers. Don't know if I built any Howling Banshees. Maybe we'll build some of them next game. But yeah, Webway Assembly. It's called a Stronghold. Maybe that's as a result of me upgrading it to tier 3. Who knows? Anyway, what I'm hoping to be able to do is post a new commentary each day. There'll be first-person commentaries until we're allowed to sort of watch replays, and then I'll do the full zoom and things. A bit more of a cinematic style like I'm used to, but for now I'll do first person. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some closer games which actually display what the game is like when you are against an opponent of similar skill and actually really have to work for you. And this game has been very silly. It's not really been very exciting, except for right at the start. It's been very one-sided, obviously. Me just toying while I talk about the functionality of the game, but at least I have had a chance to talk about that. Next game, I won't be sort of talking about the fundamentals in so much detail. I'll be talking about battle tactics and so forth. I'll be talking about whatever build orders I've worked out how to do. Yes, the Warlock in combat with the Hive Tyrant yet again. And I have a feeling the Warlock is probably going to win, just given the amount of stuff I've upgraded on him. And the fact that this guy doesn't seem to be able to know how to use his Hive Tyrant abilities that well. I think the Hive Tyrant's got an ability that makes it run faster for a short period of time, can't remember. I only played Tyranid once. I played Orcs, and Orcs look very promising. I think Orcs will probably be one of the more powerful races, but it's hard for me to tell at this early point in the game. Got the Fire Prism blasting away again. And come on, really eager for this thing to end. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I might just close it off now as Space is about to die, and